to VRBO or whatnot. I don't want to do it myself. Obviously, I don't want to manage it myself. It's an hour outside of Payson, and about 99.5% of the homeowners are part-time homeowners. There's 2,000 versus 40,000 residents. Summertime, there's 40,000 residents, 2,000 full-time. Is that an area that you guys would service down the road, or that too far from Payson?
Nope, we can handle that. We're open to pretty much anywhere that, even though it's not part of our actual exclusive market area, we are still able to go there. So
and service those areas.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So if you would be interested in us doing a rental revenue projection for you on your cabin, or you know people in the area that are also looking for property management, we know in those more remote areas, it's really hard to find a good property management company that's going to take care of your property.
Right. So that's awesome. So I'm in the process of doing a punch list. Someday maybe it'll get done. And then
Not a problem. We'll look forward to it.
I'll be buzzing you because I definitely I don't go up enough, unfortunately. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I like driving around and seeing and inspecting properties and making sure everything's all right. So, I mean,
Carlos volunteers.
It's 2 hours and 15 minutes. That's all it takes from 2 hours and 15 minutes. Thank you.
Awesome. Other questions, guys? I have one for you, and it's somewhat along the lines that came to mind as David was asking. Given that you will know that properties are coming available, are you working anything with your agent? Say I have one with you and I decide to sell it, where you would contact your realtor network that has people, that clients and stuff that do the Airbnbs or VRBOs or whatever, and be able to say, hey, this property is becoming available. It's been a short term, because I would imagine when you sell those, I see a lot of times they're being sold furnished, and so the perfect buyer is somebody who already does that as a business. So is that part of the value offering? If once a property is going to go up for sale, and you let the iTrip network of yours get the inside scoop.
Yes, absolutely. So right now we are networking and trying to make those relationships with everybody. So we would definitely want to, if it was a referred property by an agent, obviously we're going to tell them first, like, hey, this property is being sold. Right. But then after that, we can let everybody else know, like, hey, if you have any buyers that are interested, this is a great short-term vacation rental. By then we would have data on how much revenue that property has been generating over the last year, 2, 3 years. So that can even be included in the listing, and then everybody would be aware of what the potential would be.
Because I know for me, I think that would be great, because if I had a client that I give to you, you're now letting me know, okay, this client wants to sell. Cool, I'm going to list it. Then you let the network know, hey, this property with these numbers is coming up. Contact Jason to sell it. And the same thing if I'm in the network and David's got one, or Nikki or whoever's got one to sell, then you're saying, hey, this property's coming up. Jason, you might want to contact Nikki. That would be, especially with inventory being the way it is, to have a little bit of an edge that something like that was coming would be really cool.
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. Anybody else have a question for Megan and Carlos? No, nothing coming in on Facebook, so we're good.
All right, perfect.
Everybody, you see how they reach you? We're going to be sending out a brochure and some information to you about iTrip, so you'll be able to have their information and circle back around with them. And we look forward to doing more work with the two of you. So thank you very much for being on today.
Absolutely. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for your time. We look forward to working with all of you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Be safe out there, all right?
Exactly. You too.
Thanks.
All right, everybody. So there has been so much going on of late that's been happening, that we wanted to take a moment here and bring you up to speed on everything that we've been working on sort of behind the scenes. So iTrip is one of them. Another one that I think that I want to get to right now, that we haven't worked on ourselves, we're working on putting together how we can more cohesively come together, is MegaCamp. And so I wanted to show you guys an inside look as to what MegaCamp's going to be, because it's not a big Zoom meeting. And it's not like if you did Bold Pivot, where you're going into a Facebook group and you're just going to be watching Facebook streaming. So I'm going to share with you the inside look they gave to us in our in the national call this week, and check out how this platform is going to work for all of us. So if for some reason you guys aren't hearing the sound, please let me know. But here we go.
Let me tell you, number one, that we're 3 weeks out from Mega Camp. Which it was sort of, as I started to look at the calendar, I went, oh my gosh, this is coming up so fast and furious. Our team is working. We've been filming. Matt and Mark are going to start filming this week. We are really, really dialing in the content, guys. One of the awesome things about having this.
Give it a second, sorry.
Digital event is that we get to perfectly plan the content. We're not subject to just what happens on stage. We get to perfectly think we're still going to have live sessions. We're going to be live streaming. Gary's going to do his vision speech. We're going to have a lot of live stuff going on, but we also get to really package up the most powerful things that are coming out of the sessions Gary's doing with his top agents. And man, they're mind blowing. There's some really great content coming out of those conversations. So let's talk about Mega Camp. 3 weeks away. 13,000 people already registered, guys. Huge, huge. We're about 25% of our way to our goal. And here's the goal. The goal isn't just about being the biggest and the baddest. And yes, we want to have the biggest, baddest event that we can have. But here's the thing. This virtual digital environment has been the great equalizer, right? Everybody's on a Zoom call. Everybody's on video. Everyone's doing online training. We have an opportunity with Mega Camp, and the fact that this is going to be a totally customizable platform, I'm going to show that to you in a minute, to actually raise the bar and play a totally different game. This is not just a Zoom call. We want culture, we want connection, we want connectivity, and we want it to be custom to our attendees. So I think of those 4 C's, right? Like we want that for Mega Camp, and we want this experience to be that. So I'm gonna kind of jump in and show you a few things. This is a hot live demo, guys. So I trust this is a leadership conversation. If something goes a little crazy, we'll just we'll roll with it. But I want to show you what the development team, what the events team has been working on, because I think it's gonna kind of really show you what we've been up to. So give me a thumbs up when you can see my screen. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. And you
And
can
it's awesome.
Amazing.
Cool. So I'm just going to turn around. This is the experience that your Mega Camp attendees are going to log into, guys. So it's going to welcome them personally. How's it going to welcome them personally? Well, before Mega Camp, they're actually going to set up their profile. You can see I'm using Alex, one of our event coordinators' profile. She's given me her login today, password. So hopefully I don't mess up her profile too badly, but she gets to go in. She gets to actually customize her profile completely and her event experience. So here's what's cool about this, guys. Every day, all of our attendees are going to be assigned to a team huddle, because we know that our attendees come to Mega Camp not just to stay in their local bubble, but to get outside of their local bubble too, and to actually network and communicate with agents that are operating in different markets, hear different strategies, network with our global family, right? So we're actually going to enable that through the platform, and enable every day that they get up, they're going to go into a team huddle with a coach and have the ability to set their intentions for the day, set their agenda for the day, and then end the day with that team huddle as well, so that they have the ability to wrap up on what's the one thing they want to take from today's sessions, what are their ahas, and really get those connections going. So you'll see group huddle number here as something that'll be a part of their profile. They can also choose how they want to interact with the platform. So the platform's going to notify me when I have sessions that I've added to my agenda and favorited. It's going to tell me when I want to receive follow-up from booth visits. Let's say I go and have a great conversation with somebody from Keller Mortgage or a MAPS coach in our digital exhibit hall, and I want to actually receive information following up from that. I can do that in here. There's also a social media platform that'll notify me, like Facebook. So I set all that in my profile, and then I save that. Okay, I'm going to go back and now let's say, here's how we have an AI engine that's actually going to be matching you with attendees who have a similar profile to you. So with a few simple questions, how long have you been in the industry? What's your role? What's your production level? How do you like to lead gen? Because remember our tracks this year are leads, listings, and leverage. What CRM are you using? I generate a network. And then when I go back to my dashboard, and my profile, hang with me, internet, it's going to be able to actually say, here are people that have similar interests to you that you may want to network with. And I can actually click, connect, and even have a chat with somebody in real time. Okay, so you're able to interact with other individuals in the platform that way.
Ellen,
Yeah.
can I interrupt you? I'm so sorry. So think about all of our former experiences where in order to network, and I think of Mega Camp as the single best way to get referrals and create connections, right? So in the past, we've had to be in the same room as someone, we've had to meet them, shake their hands, and it's been happenstance. Think about how systematic our agents can build their referral relationships all around the globe with this one tool. This is so cool. And you have to have an individual ticket to get this.
Right, exactly. I can go in and search. I can search other attendees. I can actively seek those people out, to your point, Mark, instead of waiting to bump into them perhaps in the hallway. You can see here on my screen where the like-minded individuals are. And let's say, oh, Liz, she's into event management too. I want to chat with her. Or she has Command as her main primary CRM. I want to chat with her, right? So those are the types of things that'll be enabled here. I'm diving into the schedule here, you can see, right? So let's say I've got, I want to get Vision with Gary Keller. I'm going to favorite that. I'm going to add that to my agenda and make sure I get notifications about that. And here's where all those breakouts are. We've been talking about how excited we are about the breakout tracks that are leads, listings, leverage. We have a breakout track that's dedicated for our luxury agents, one that's dedicated for our commercial agents. And I can choose and put together the best agenda for me as an individual attendee. And here's what's cool for our leaders and for all of you is that this system is tracking all that movement. And we're going to be able to report on it if your associates are registered. So you'll be able to see, where did my agents go? Where did my recruits go? And you'll be able to start to see some of those patterns. What were they interested in learning? I mean, those are huge assets for us to have follow-up conversations. I know, it's pretty cool, right? It's pretty cool.
It's a game changer. You guys got to remember, right? You're watching in real time as other giant companies try to run out and do a live event digitally. And all they've done is they've done what they've normally done, and they just put a camera in front and they call that digital. That is not digital. This is digital. Everybody having their own profile, everybody having a social outlet, everybody being able to know which communities they're in. You've combined education, tribes, and a show all together in a platform. Y'all outdid yourself on this.
So Jason, think about it this way. So I call you as my recruit, as a team leader, and say, hey, Jason, I just noticed you were in such and such class about breakout session about listings. I'd love to sit down and talk to you about how we can generate more listings for your business. How awesome is that?
Oh my gosh. You think of that, and then also think about this, right? Right now, when everybody goes to a physical mega camp, you either make it to the room you're trying to find, or you don't, or you get lost on the way, or you don't, or you wait in line for an hour and a half to have coffee, or you just give up coffee altogether and you're just tired for the whole day. Like all of those things, those are all gone now. Go ahead, Ellen.
Here's one of my favorite ones. At the end of a breakout session, if you can get in and the fire marshal didn't kick you out, I have one question I want to ask the presenter, right? I got to know this one thing. It's my major takeaway. So I rush to the front of the room and I wait in line to ask my question, and maybe I don't get to ask it, right? Our presenters, all these wonderful master faculty, top agents, top leaders, many of you are included in this. You're going to be in the chat answering questions, right? So these sessions are going to be going on, and then we're going to have our best and our brightest. They're available to chat with you in these breakout sessions. It's going to be cool. I wouldn't be surprised if you don't see Gary Keller pop up in the chat, because I'm guessing he's going to get around here and he's going to start moving around. And if you see a GK answer pop up, I wouldn't be too surprised. So after the breakout day, we have that big day of breakouts, and then we go into our amazing cultural summit. Mo has an amazing morning planned for you guys, and she's been working really hard on her content. And then we've got some cool live sessions, Q&A with Google. Again, really leaning into interactivity, really leaning into each of our agents being able to have a customized experience. And that even carries over to the exhibit hall. So we're gonna have our KW command team there, the support team, our enablement team, our MAPS coaching team will be there, as well as Keller Mortgage, as well as the vendors, all of the wonderful vendors who support our Keller Williams ecosystem. I can actually go into a booth. They can actually broadcast a training session, right? I can chat with representatives. I'll be able to come in here and talk to a loan officer from Keller Mortgage, or talk to a MAPS coach, or get my command question answered. I'll even be able to go into a private meeting room in some instances with that. So there's a lot of connectivity. We're pouring all that we have into making this that truly customized experience, because again, we don't want this to be the equalizer for us. We know we are a company that has to be seen and experienced to be believed, and we do not want a single moment of Mega Camp to go by without people getting that wow experience that we always deliver. So that's where we're at. There's tons of cool stuff in here. I wanted to give you a sneak peek and get you excited. And here's the last thing that I'll say about this. This is, you know, totally designed to keep our people safe and healthy, and I know that we all want to get together and we all want to be together. And I know that Jason Abrams, every day we kick the day off together, he says, I just want to hug my friends. I know. I know you do. I know Jason Abrams is literally going to explode if he doesn't get to hug his friends.
I just want to see my friends.
Here's the thing. We are doing everything that we can to keep people safe, and yet to have this be an amazing experience. I know there's lots of plans that people are ideating around getting groups of people together to watch. Here's what I want you to know, what we want you to know about. Number one, we really are pouring a lot of resources, time, and money and investment into making this a custom experience for our agents and for you. Right? We really are pouring that. So please, please help us to spread the word that you're going to have the best experience if you have that individualized ticket. We've lowered the price just as low as we can to make sure we get as many people as possible there. Number two, I do not want any Keller Williams market centers to be super spreader sites. We want people to be safe. None of us want that. Please, please stay safe and healthy. And then the third thing I would say, if you want to get your local teams together, which I know that you do, to create that local community and local connection, we've actually, and you'll see this on the Mega Camp website because we're updating the agenda now so you can start to get some more detail. We're starting a little bit later in the morning than we usually do, and we're truncating the day at the end so that you may do that, right? So if you want to have a local Zoom call to kick off in the morning, absolutely do it before they head into their team huddle. If you want to have a session at the end of the day, absolutely do that. If you can safely and get together and have a coffee truck or a taco truck or something that is throughout the day, do that. But please know that your attendees, your recruits are going to have the best experience when they're in this platform as themselves, moving around this virtual digital space.
Ellen, did you talk about some of the cool Easter eggs in this, like the scavenger hunt? Did you show the social feed? Show the social feed. Did you show the social feed?
Oh, I didn't. This
oh
is
my
really
gosh, you
cool.
have to show this. Everyone together. Oh wait, that's not the picture.
Test.
There's a picture of a cute puppy in the social feed. Like you're going to be able to interact at every level. It was so, it's oh, there you go.
There you go. Yeah.
That's my favorite part.
Yeah, and I'll be able to be notified when people respond to things that I post. People will be taking pictures, posting ahas. Like it's really going to be powerful to have us together as a community. It's culture, it's community, it's connection. It is custom to our attendees. So we're really leaning into this. We're excited about all the things we have planned for you. There's going to be live streaming. It's going to be the best event of the season. I don't know what else I can say. And there's a couple big registration things. If you register by the 25th, our attendees are going to get an awesome early session with Cody Gibson. I know you guys talked about that last week a little bit, right? So we've got that deadline coming up if people want access to that awesome session with Bold Coach Cody Gibson. And then we also have changed our packages a little bit. So before we had a group package for recruits, and we started to see that you guys were buying a lot of those packages, and a lot of them were coming in with KW.com email addresses. Great.
All right, guys. What do you think of what Mega Camp's going to look like? That much, huh? I know Charles is excited for the backyard tacos. If you can see him and I going back and forth in the chat, we're talking all about the backyard tacos. So we're going to have to do some sort of a meetup there. There's just
we should totally meet up after the vision speech.
There's just no way around that, or we got to get it catered or something here into the office. But folks, Mega Camp is going to be an event unlike any of the others have been. I am super excited for it. I do not miss Mega Camp. Okay, I've gone to the 8 years in a row of Mega Camp. It's like the one that I make sure it's planned out, it's scheduled, I'm budgeted for. I'm going to Mega Camp. And this year, this is the first time they've done it where you can have a specific track. Like if you wanted to break into the luxury market, what better way to do it than to go down the luxury track that they're doing, hearing what is being done by the company that sells more luxury real estate than any other company on the planet, and who is doing it at a high level. I mean, it's stuff like that you can't find elsewhere. So register for Mega Camp. And if you would like me to pay for your Mega Camp ticket, all you got to do is give me somebody's name that is interested in learning a little bit more about KW. All I need to do is just have a chat with them. They don't have to join. I just want to be able to chat with them, see what their business is like, tell them a bit about what they should expect at Mega Camp, and then I will pay for their ticket and your ticket. There's several agents who've already taken me up on this. Let me take you to Mega Camp. All right? It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Now, what do we do to bring more community together? We're looking at that. So the first day is the vision speech with Gary, and then he's running some panels. So it's not as much breakout sessions on the first day. So the first day, we're kind of thinking of doing a mixed, people want to come here, we'll be opening safely the training room as well as the bullpen, as well as we can utilize conference rooms. So just depending on how many people want to be there, we'll put up a sign up for those who want to come in. We can come in, we'll be able to watch it together. Bring your laptops and stuff still for anything that may be specific for you that you need to check out. But this is going to be an incredible event, guys. And I don't believe I'm overselling it in telling you that. This is going to be an incredible event. Get your ticket. The ticket's only like $119 now, $109, something like that. And again, you just give me somebody's name that I can talk to, and we get them to commit. I'm paying for you to get to Mega Camp as well. And Chelsea's excited. This is your first Mega Camp, Chelsea. That's awesome. Oh, no, it's Charles and Chelsea. Both of you. Fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous. Okay? Going to be really good. Any questions about Mega Camp? I'm guessing not. No? Okay. Everybody's got their screen off. I feel like I'm by myself today. It's not fair. All right. Oh, Rose, you too. Awesome. You guys are going to love it. You're really going to love it. It's so good. Okay. Couple things I want to touch on now as far as like stuff that's available to you. Something that I've touched on, I brought this up kind of in passing a few times, so I wanted to take a minute and really show you guys some resource in particular that's available to. Thank you, Brad. Appreciate it. Thank you, Charles. Appreciate it. I
didn't want to show that I was working from bed today, so.
Hey, you do you, man. You do you. So everybody, does anybody on here ever struggle with what they're going to tell their client with how do I provide value for my client that's beyond just, hey, this for real estate or that thing for real estate? Anybody ever struggle with that? Always. I see in the chat. All right. Cool thing. David?
Nope.
No? Good for you, man. We'll make you our content provider here in the office then. Let me show you guys this right here. On KW Connect, this is something, of course, we all have access to and we all should utilize more regularly, okay? KW Connect, you scroll down here to the bottom, past the online videos to resources, all right? There are the pivot power sessions, and look at this, market of the moment, forever home conversation, refinance conversation. I mean, there's tons of stuff in here, but right here's the one I want you to look at, client communication kit, okay? Y'all see that? The client communication kit's right here. I want you to spend some time with this. Go to KW Connect, scroll down to the client communication kit, and check these out. Okay, this is ready-made content for you to share with your clients, to put out to your database, that you don't have to really do much thinking, planning, considering. I love these, all right? One right now, check this out. There's this communication kit for what does the market outlook like? I mean, and doesn't everybody you talk to want to know kind of what the market's going to look like more so than usual? Right? With what's going to happen? We have an election coming up. With what has the pandemic done things? Right? How's your business? Whatever. So if you come into here, all you do is you click on here. It brings you into the backside of KW Connect. It tells you some of the things you need to do. You know, follow. It's going to give you a zip file when you click on this download. A zip file is going to be made available to you. And then what happens is, let me show you the pieces of content that you receive ready to go from that. And here we go. So when you download that, you're going to get several things in a folder, and one of them is a Word document. And on this Word document, you see here, it has all of the scripting, an email, text, everything for you to talk to your clients about what the market looks like. So you open this up, it's going to give you your instructions. It tells you what's included here. You scroll down, here's the email. You just copy this exactly, paste it, you put it in Command, or you put it in Follow-Up Boss, or Wise Agent, or Outlook, Gmail, whatever the heck you're using, put it in there. If you're using something, say, like Command has a function where you can put in a field generator right here that will put their first name in it, okay? Otherwise, you'll need to do something similar with your CRM, or just write their name, or just change this so it says, hi, right? Hi, it's Jason. And then go right into it. And then you don't have to even worry about that. But this talks about things from a national perspective, what's going on. And then there's this little spot right here to give local insight. Well, what could you say about the local insight? Oh, I don't know. If only we had these market updates that were given every month. Wouldn't that be something? Okay? So you could just take right from here a couple things that you like, or even just copy and paste the factoids into there. Whatever you want to do, the data is here for you. Drop it in there, send it out, done. Now you've just communicated to your entire database what's going on, what's the stuff they should be looking at, how they can be informed in the market, and you're the one who brought it to them. You then have a call script, right? I like how it says here, do not call or text number on the do not call list. We should all know that, and they should primarily be going to our sphere of influence, our METs, right? But it has all the stuff in here to talk to how to enter into conversations with people. If you prefer to text, well, here's the text. Whether you're using Twilio or whatever, same sort of thing. You drop this in there and the texts are ready to go, okay? Want a social post? Well, here it is. It breaks down basically the email into little bite-sized pieces that you're able to post socially. And what if you were to then like have your email that you sent, what if you were to put that on your website, put that on your Command website, and so then on your social post, you have a link to your Command website that gives them the full details of all of this. Huh? How about that? Again, it's already here provided for you. And if that weren't enough, they've also given you the graphics to use. So, and there's two versions of that. There's that one, and let me open this up. Then there's a wide version, a square version and a wide version. All of that is there for you. And this is available to you on all of those different communication plans. Okay, so when I back here, budget-friendly summer projects, how to chill your bills, marketing moves, mortgage modification information they need, refinancing information. And then you can click here and go back and see, you know, all of ones and pick which of any of them you want to use or load them all up. And I mean, it's just so super simple. I love it because I don't have to sit there and recreate the content. I don't have to think about what it is I'm going to tell them. It's done, it's there, it's ready for me. Anybody use these before? I know, Charles, you've talked about them before. You've seen them, you've talked about them and taught them in the tech-enabled agent command classes and stuff. What do you guys think?
I love them. They're awesome. A lot of the content can be copied and pasted, even if you don't use the ready-made content from KW. The images are real easy to just plug and play with your own message.
It is. It's really, really awesome. All right. And yes, I think we're all in agreement that with you, Brad, there in the chat. Chelsea is. She's freaking awesome. All right. Check those out, okay? We have so many resources available to us, and we sometimes live far below our privileges that we have. We have these things available to us. We have the stuff that we can utilize, and we just fail to implement and use it, which causes us to live below the level that we could be at. Just take a couple minutes, time block, 45 minutes. Send stuff like that out. Super easy, okay? Let me now, any questions about that while I bring this up? My next thing up here. No, cool. All right, next thing. In an effort, I think he is. David, I think Charles for sure is. Here we go. In an effort to help everybody be productive, to handle what's going on with homeschooling and everything, we have created KWEV drop-ins. Okay, so KWEV drop-ins. This was posted on our Facebook page in the group. I mean, in our Facebook group. In our Facebook group. All right. What this is an opportunity for you to bring your child to school that's at home doing school, to work with you and give you a little bit of a break where you can be more focused in doing your business. We chose Thursdays because we figured that's a day for either preparing a listing to go active or preparing your list for what you're going to go out and look for, okay, for your buyers. So we figured Thursday was a good day to start this with. We are going to provide lunch for them, which is to say Stacy Williams from Guild Mortgage is going to provide lunch for the kids. There's going to be snacks there. We're going to have them socially distanced, so they'll be able to come in, do their homework, and if their homework and schoolwork is done, then we're also going to have like Disney Plus on. So we'll be playing some movies from Disney Plus that they'll be able to come in and hang out while you work. And the thing I've thought about this is really cool is it gives your kids an opportunity to see you in action, right? See you in action in your working environment. I think it's just a really great opportunity all around. Bring the kids in, they see you, they're going to get their time to do their thing, and you get to have some re-energized adult time, shall we say. Okay. Any questions about this?
Jason, I just put in the comments that if you wanted, I have a sitter that sits my kids. Like, she'd be happy to sit in at the KWEV for like younger kids too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so if I can totally give you her contact information outside of this meeting if you want. Yeah,
that would be great. Yeah, why don't you send that over to me? That would be awesome. Okay. We are really looking for ways to support our KWEV family here in a way that is God, family, then business. And we don't want it to, I think we spend so much time focusing on the then business part that internally all of us are, God, family, then business. And I just want to make an environment for everybody that we feel that we really can come together like that. So anyway, that's why we're doing that. Next thing I want to point back out. I've had a couple of questions. So we have our own school. folks, we have now partnered with the CE Shop to have our own real estate school, both for continuing education as well as pre-licensing. So someone who's getting their license can go through our school. Why would they do that instead of going to, say, the Arizona School of Business and Real Estate, whatever? Well, we always give 30% off. Okay, so they're always going to get 30% off. And once a month, we're going to have a sale where we will give 40% off. So once a month, for that day, everything's going to be 40% off for whether you sign up for a CE course of 12 hours or the 24 hours, or you've got someone who wants to get licensed. The additional benefit, you all remember when you went through school, how every broker in town was blowing you up with texts and calls and emails. That doesn't happen here. They come into our school, the only place they're going to hear from is us, and that really means primarily they're going to hear from Nikki and Stephanie, and that's going to be about it. Okay? We are going to be here to shepherd them through the process. We're even going to be putting some stuff in place that's going to include prep for the test. So test prep, so they're ready to take the test. That will be part of this, not an additional fee that they'll do for it. We want to make sure that the people that you know who are looking to get into real estate make it through simply and to the right place, which of course is KWEV. Just saying. Okay. Any questions about this? No? All right. Some of the things that are coming up quickly on the horizon. We have just finished a partnership also that I talked to the folks of Move Guru. If anybody's heard of Move Guru, they are a free service for you and a free service for your clients. This is something that you will be able to integrate into your closing process where your client will be able to have all their utilities turned on for them at no cost so that the move is from not in the house to in the house and everything's on and ready to go. How awesome is that? Okay. Again, no cost to you, no cost to your buyers at all. All right. So that's coming. We'll probably have a training of how we're going to run through this in the first week or two of next month. But I wanted you guys to check it out. That's Move Guru with 2 O's. If you want to get on this link here and check out Guru. Check them out. You can go ahead and click that link, check out some of what they have. But I mean, it's fantastic, and they coordinate with all the utility providers and stuff here in the Valley. So really, really awesome. They were also one of the primary presenters at Future RE last year at Keller, and they were one of the winners. So they are also now approved and being integrated even further with Command. Those things are coming. I was talking to their owner about that. That's how we'll be able to do it. So soon, at some point, through Command, you'll be able to get this with a click, get your clients set up and running. Pretty awesome stuff. Okay. The additional thing I want you guys to see here, we are working on a new website for the office. Okay, 1KWEV.com. I would love to hear your thoughts, your opinions on what kinds of stuff should be included here at 1KWEV.com. The calendar will, and actually already is here. So at some point, we will point KWEV dates directly here. So if you were to go to kwevdates.com, it will come to this page, which, yeah, that looks familiar, yes. Okay, so we will be having that here. We're gonna have Command Challenge, and all of our training videos will be able to be found here, as well as additional resources for where, like, say you're in the middle of doing something on Command, and it's like, well, I'd like to know more about that. Well, down here, here's the playlist, KW Connect, Be the Tech-Enabled Agent with Charles. All kinds of stuff we want to be bringing to you in one spot. So the idea is that everything that you need will be here. So we're going to have a link to the school on here. A link to Move Gurus will be on here. We will have a link to Scott Leroy and Michael Lewis Marketing. We'll have even Command, a way for you'll be able to access Command. So the only website you'll ever have to remember will be 1KWEV.com that will have everything, including things like the client kits. We're going to make sure those are included here as well. So this is the only place you ever need to come. So I would love to know your thoughts as to what we need to have. This is a site for you as the agents, for the materials you need for your business to leverage your time and have one-stop shop truly for everything you'll need. Okay? So with that, anything you guys like to see on that site? Let me get some feedback on that right now.
That's a pretty homepage picture, but it's not our office.
No, it's not.
Is that an architectural rendering of what Scott's planning on doing there with Hani?
Hey, you know, we put enough pressure on it. Yeah, right? We'll make that happen.
I think, you know, first of all, from 30,000 feet, I think it's a really good idea. I like how everything's integrated in there. That will be the most accessible version of what we do right now that I've seen. Because right now it's kind of, you got to like dial in and click on links and go to another link, and right there it's got, you know, easy drop down menus. The screen works like left to right in Z formation, which is not just in living color reference. It's actually how people scan a website page.
Yes, it is.
So, you know, I think it's good. Very
Thank
good.
you. So please let me know what content pieces you guys want to see that you think will be important to have on here, because this is truly a site for you guys to make your lives simpler.
Is there some sort of a call to action button that you can have on there that would help the office? Like send us your referrals, you know, like new agent referrals, things like that.
Yep.
You know, contact the CEO now, call him at midnight. He'll pick up the phone.
He loves those. Those are his favorite.
Just something easy. It makes it easier to contact us now, and then boom, you know, someone's on the other end to be able to pick up at clearly between 9 and 5.
Great idea. So what if we were to put something like you see on other sites, one of the chat things, so that there's a chat box on there so people can chat with us instantly. I like the, you know, schedule with time with us now. I want to even have something where somebody's like, I'm ready to join Keller Williams. They come on there and there's a legit join now that will send them everything and they get the process started. We still have an interview with them because we have to sign the documentation, but just to kind of speed that up so we get them in. So I've thought of something along those lines. I like the call to action, putting a couple places for call to action of, you know, become part of our 1 KWEV family, get a free consultation, you know, coaching session, a tech audit, all those kinds of stuff. That's a good idea. Any other thoughts? And you don't have to give them to me now, but I'm just thought if anyone at first brush is like, it'd be really cool if we had, let me know, because we'll make it happen. We're here to make your dreams come true.
I have a question as I'm staring over your right shoulder at those MREA books.
Mm-hmm.
When a new agent is onboarded, are they getting a copy, or are they getting a copy like when they commit, or you know,
yes,
are they getting the backpack yet?
Yep. So as part of the process here, we do have those. And based on my conversation, some people already have an MREA, so I then will give them either a one thing, which I have right here, or an over here, a shift. See that? So yes, they get those, and as part of their onboarding, if they for some reason hadn't had one, yes, we are making sure that a copy of MREA is placed in their hands. Cool. All right, guys. Lots of stuff happening, and the biggest announcement I want to make right now is that we will be back live in the training room next week. If y'all weren't on mute, I know it would be deafening. But we will be live back in the training room next week. It will require some pre-registration because we won't be able to fill it completely. But we have it set up right now. I think we can have 15 people in there is what we're set up for in the training room. But we will begin having live instruction meetings, and all of those live instruction meetings will be broadcast out onto Zoom as well. So nobody's going to miss out. It will be recorded. We're building out a whole content library that you guys will be able to access. So things like the listing group therapy. By the end of this week, the past 3 episodes, they'll be available for watching on YouTube. Same thing goes with Mega Agent Playbook. Same thing is going to go with the stakeholder meeting. So we're going to make everything available to you. And here by the end of the month, you'll be able to even just go through 1KWEV.com to access all of it.
Sorry, I got disconnected for a minute. That was exactly what I was going to say as soon as I got disconnected. Are we going to have everything put together in one place, or is it it's still going to have like 3-4 different sites and
the idea is to consolidate it, funnel everything.
Consolidate it all.
KWEV.com.
We were doing an onboarding yesterday, and we had like 2 different groups here and a website there, and it was so confusing. That was confusing me.
Yep, it is, and when you've been around and you can't keep it straight, imagine when you're coming in brand new. For folks like Scott here probably felt the same way. It's like going everywhere. Like I click here, and I thought I was supposed to click on this one. Why isn't it here? Oh, it's on this other one over here. I didn't even know about that one over there. Right. So no, we need to bring it all home. One place that's all of our stuff. True one place, one-stop shop to get all of our stuff.
I'm making a motion to accept that.
Excellent. Do I have a second?
I second.
There we go. And just like that is done. All right, everybody. That's what we have coming up. We are continually pushing and looking for ways to bring you guys additional value. We're working right now even on some healthcare options. That's going to be pretty cool. So hopefully next month I'll have more information on that. But I just want you to know, on the background, we are working on things. I'm having meetings with people on ways to help you leverage your business, get more value out of being here at Keller Williams East Valley, because really, you all are just so dang awesome. I tell everybody, what's the secret sauce to KWEV? It's you. It's our agents. It's every single one of you, who you are, how you show up, the way you conduct yourselves in a transaction, the integrity all of you have. And I'm just truly so proud to be in business with all of you. And I'm even wearing my "No one succeeds alone" shirt today, right? Because it's so true. All right. So everybody, I'll stick around for any questions, but that's what we got for you today. That's what's coming up next for Keller Williams East Valley. So proud to be in business with every single one of you. And stay strong, be safe, and onward together.
Thank you, Jason. Can you tell us when that school thing starts?
Now.
Now.
It is available now.
Right meow.
Right now.
So,
oops.
Jason, can I call you after this?
You sure can.
Just have a quick question.
It depends on what you're going to call me.
I'd rather call you because you might slap me if I was in person. So it's like the 10th time I'm asking for something that I should already have, or I already have, and I've lost.
No problem. You give me a call.
Thanks, brother.
I know that was the end of it all. I should have